Hey, what's going on? I did a video 2 months ago, a little bit over 2 months ago. I will link it in the description below. You can check that out. That was my first week on managed payments. Now it's been a couple months, and I'm going to give you my final verdict on it and give you some tips, hopefully, that will help you out. If you hadn't switched over to managed payments, you've probably seen a bunch of people saying they hate it and it sucks and all this other stuff. It does. But I'm going to go through the positives first. The positives about having managed payments is they take the money out right there for your fees and such. So all that money will get taken out. So you won't have, if you sell, you sell quite a bit that month and you have typically you would have like a $400 invoice at the end of the month, and if you've spent all that money on your PayPal, you're not going to have this huge bill like this because they're taking it out right there. That's one of the positives. That's kind of cool in that aspect. You will still have an invoice if you have a subscription to a store. That fee will come in on your invoice, and then anything like a shipping from like FedEx or something like that, or international shipping, that's going to come out in that invoice below. So typically I would have a $300 or $400 invoice, and now my invoices are like $30-40. So that's kind of nice there. And let me think of some other positives. There aren't any. Okay, so I'll talk about it. And I went through this in my last video. It just takes forever to get paid. You could select daily payout in there. You can check that video in the link in the bottom, like I said. And it takes a bit longer than what I said in that video. It can be, you could get paid in like 3 days, or it could take 5 or more days. I've found it just depends. I don't know where it is in there, how it is, because sometimes I think, oh, I'm going to get that money here in 3 days, and it takes like 5 days or plus, and you don't get paid on the weekend, so that kind of sucks. Yeah. But another positive is they do make it a lot better than I thought, as far as looking through and actually getting a breakdown of everything like that. Because before eBay kind of reporting was like really crappy, they made it a little bit better so you could kind of get the breakdown there and see. So let me tell you a way to, if you like what I like, getting paid on PayPal and getting paid every day or instantly right when you get the money. Let me tell you a way to get around it. If you have another store, totally legit to have another store. You don't have to have a store, but like another eBay account. You just have to have a different email attached to it, but you could still use the same PayPal and all that. I had that set up years ago just to kind of test out between a subscription store and just having a basic account with no subscription. Just kind of see the fees different and do some little analytics on it and see how much actually is going on there. So I went ahead and I said, hey, I've got this extra store extra account that I really don't use. So I started listing stuff on that because they didn't force me to be under managed payment because I wasn't really using it. So I saw where somebody else said you can't get out of managed payments. They called eBay asking them. They said the only thing you could do is start a new account, and then you won't be under managed payments. So I've been doing that for a couple of months, and it's been nice because I've been getting the money on the weekend, which I typically wouldn't because I'm making a few sales here or there on that second account. And it's nice if I'm out to dinner on the weekend and I get cha-ching. Oh, okay, I sold something on my second account. I can just pay for this dinner with my PayPal debit card and not have to worry about it. It's just kind of nice to get that. Oh, I sold something and the money's instantly right there, and I can pay for the lunch that I'm eating right now. It's just really nice having that, and eBay needs to kind of get something similar like that, because right now you sell something and it sits in there pending, and I do a lot of sourcing off eBay. I'll buy items off eBay to resell. You've got pending money in there. that money right now is not available for you to buy other items on eBay. It's something they really need to incorporate to help out and have some sort of way to do that. So hopefully they'll do that. I mean, it's been kind of new, but not really. They've been working on this whole system for a long time. So hopefully they'll work a few of these kinks out, or these complaints. I'm not sure if they will. Hopefully they will. But at that, I'm going to say, hey, if you want to go to one of these other platforms, people say this, oh, you should just accept it, because if you go to one of these other platforms, Poshmark or Mercari, you're going to have to wait for your money too, and Etsy, I think, as well. You're going to have to wait for your money as well. So I've just gotten used to it because I've been selling on eBay for a number of years. I've sold over 6,000 items and have over $250,000 gross sales. So it's just something that I've kind of gotten used to over the years. I just do this as a side business. But actually, go ahead and subscribe if you want. I'll be going over some other stuff, tricks of the trade and stuff. And I do my store a little bit differently than most of the YouTubers out there. They'll buy something and maybe sit on it for 6 months. My theory, the way I like to sell, everybody's different, but I like to buy something and get rid of it really quick and just have that money disposable all the way coming back. So I won't have thousands and thousands of items in my store. I'll just have 100, maybe 200 items, and most of them will sell really quick. If I've done everything right, they will, at least. Yeah, so eBay needs to really fix some of this stuff in managed payments, and hopefully they will. So like I said, I had that second account, and I started selling on those, and it made me a little bit more happier because I was getting money on the weekend. I could just use my PayPal card, debit card. It's kind of like just extra spending cash that I have there that I could use with a debit card, you know. But I just got a notification today. My teeny tiny account with 69 feedbacks is now going to be required to be on managed payments by December 31st. So my little trick may not work, but I say that, and then my wife, maybe it's just because I started selling stuff again on that account, my wife hasn't got that notification, and she probably sells 200, 300 items a year, so she hasn't got that message yet, which I was surprised. So yeah, so I guess that's about it. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and go ahead and subscribe, and I'll be doing some other videos on maybe how to source or whatnot. But check out my archive. Go to my channel and then hit playlist, and then if you look under the eBay there, it will have a bunch of different videos that I've done in the past. Thanks. Subscribe and like. Thanks.